everybody. It's me, Miss Mariah, and I'm at the Elm City Library today. Welcome to another pajama story time. It's so great to see you all again. So today's story time is about talking and communicating. And talking is one way we communicate with each other, but some people talk with their mouths, some people talk with their hands, and some people talk using other methods. And so that's what today's going to be about. Our first book is called Isabella, and it is written by Julia Cook. My name is Isabella, but sometimes people call me Decibella, and I have no idea why. I like the name Isabella much better. I'm done with my test. Shh, Decibella, shh. Do you have any books about squirrel monkeys? Shh, Decibella, shh. Mom, I'm home. Shh, Decibella, shh. Hi, Grandma. Shh, Decibella, shh. I'll have the smiley pancakes. Shh. Pass the popcorn, please. Shh. Is that one of your students? Today my teacher asked me to stay in for recess so we could have a little chat. Isabella, I'm so proud of you for doing so well in your social studies test, and your book report on squirrel monkeys was one of the very best. But today we need to talk about how to make a better choice. Sometimes you talk way too loud and you need to lower your voice. It's important that you speak loud enough for those who need to hear, but you don't want to speak so loud that people cover their ears. It kind of bugs others when your voice is way too loud. Sometimes you need to talk softer, and I can show you how. Most of the time when we are working in the classroom, you need to use your 6-inch voice. What's that? Your 6-inch voice is halfway between your whisper voice and your table talk voice. My what? Isabella, you have 5 voice volumes, and you get to decide which one works best for you and others when you're trying to get things done. There's whisper, 6-inch, table talk, strong speaker, and outside. Let's use the word slurpadoodle and give each one of them a try. Slurpa-what-a? Slurpadoodle. Let's start in the middle. Say slurpadoodle in your table talk voice. That's the voice I'm using right now. It's your regular talking voice. Slurpadoodle. This is the voice you will use the most. It's how people talk on TV. It's not too loud and it's not too soft. It's as regular as can be. Use your table talk voice when you are hanging out with your friends at the mall, talking on their phone, or talking to others at the dinner table. Now shout slurpadoodle as loud as you can. Slurpadoodle! This is what your outside voice sounds like. You can hear it from far away. Use it to cheer on your team at a game or when you go outside to play. When you bring your outside voice inside, it gets you into trouble. Unless, of course, you have an emergency and you need to call for help. Like last week when you accidentally got your hair caught in the door. Help! Now, find the voice that is halfway between your table talk voice and your outside voice. Use it to say slurpadoodle. Slurpadoodle. This is your strong speaker voice. Your strong speaker voice is the voice that you use when you need to talk to a group. You need to breathe in deep, stand up tall, speak strong, and try not to stoop. Use your strong speaker voice when you need to be a speaker, like when you are giving an oral report in class or acting in a play. Now, let's go back to the middle again. Say slurpadoodle in your table talk voice. Slurpadoodle. Perfect! Now whisper slurpadoodle. Slurpadoodle. Isabella, this is what your whisper voice sounds like. It is the softest voice you can make. You have to be right next to the person you're talking to, or they cannot hear what you say. Use your whisper voice when you're trying to be quiet in the library, when you need to ask me a question during a test, or when you're in a movie theater and you need to talk, but you don't want to bother the other people around you who are trying to watch the show. Now, find your voice that's halfway between your table talk voice and your whisper voice and use it to say slurpadoodle. Slurpadoodle. This is your 6-inch voice. This means if a person is more than 6 inches away from you, he can't hear your voice. 6 inches is about the distance from your pinky to your thumb. So place your thumb on your chin like this and see if we can have some fun. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Most of the time when you are working in class, I need you to use your 6-inch voice. When everyone uses their 6-inch voice, our classroom starts to buzz. Nobody makes too much noise, and our work gets done because we can talk and work and stay on track, and our voices don't bug each other. A buzzing classroom sings, "Guess what? We're working with one another." Isabella, you're in charge of how loud you are. You get to control your own voice. And now that you are a voice volume expert, I know you can make the right choice. I'm done with my assignment. Thank you, Isabella, for using your 6-inch voice while we are working in the classroom. Do you have any books about 3-toed sloths? Thank you, Isabella, for using your whisper voice in the library. My report today is about the planet Mars. Isabella, I love the way you use your strong speaker voice when you gave your oral report. Hi, Grandma. Hi, Isabella. It's so great to hear your voice. Ready or not, here I come. I just love it when I can be as loud as I want. Ta-da! Now that I'm a voice expert, I think about what voice to use. My 6-inch voice works best in class, but when I'm outside, I get to choose. I never bring my outside voice inside because it's way too loud, unless I'm at a basketball game and I'm cheering with the crowd. Now, other kids don't call me Decibella because I know what voice to use. There's whisper, 6-inch, tabletop, strong speaker, and outside. I get to choose. course, I get to use my outside voice inside if there's a need for urgency, like last week when I caught my hair in the door. Now that was a true emergency. Mom! The end. All right. Our next book is called I Talk Like a River by Jordan Scott. I wake up with the sound of words each morning all around me. P for the pine tree outside my bedroom window. C for the crow and its branches. M for the moon fading in the morning sky. I wake up each morning with the sounds of words all around me, and I can't say them all. The P in pine trees grows roots inside my mouth and tangles my tongue. The C is a crow that sticks in the back of my throat. The M in moon dusts my lips with a magic that makes me only mumble. I wake up in the morning with these word sounds stuck in my mouth. I stay quiet as a stone. I eat my oatmeal without a peep. I get ready for the day without a word. At school, I hide in the back of class. I hope I don't have to talk. When my teacher asks me a question, all my classmates turn and look. They don't see a pine tree sticking out from my lips instead of a tongue. They don't hear a crow, caw, caw, from inside my throat. They don't hide their eyes from the moonlight that shines from my open mouth. All they hear is how I don't talk like them. All they hear is how strange my face looks and that I can't hide how scared I am. My mouth isn't working. It's full with words of the morning. Mornings are always hard, but this one's especially tough. I'm more stuck than ever. My teacher says we all have to talk about our favorite place in the world. Today is my turn, but my mouth isn't working and I want to go home. My dad picks me up from school. It's just a bad speech day, he says. Let's go somewhere quiet. My dad takes me to the river. We walk along the shore looking for colorful rocks and water bugs. It feels good to be quiet and alone with my dad, but I can't stop thinking about my bad speech day. All those eyes watching my lips twist and twirl, all those mouths giggling and laughing. I feel a storm in my belly. My eyes fill with rain. My dad sees I am sad and pulls me close. He points to the river and says, "See how that water moves? That's how you speak." I look at the water. bubbling, whirling, churning, and crashing. This is what I like to remember to help stop myself from crying. I talk like a river, or from not wanting to speak at all. I talk like a river. When the words around me are hard to say, I think of the proud river, bubbling, churning, whirling, and crashing. And I also think of the calm river beyond the rapids, where the water is smooth and glistening. This is how my mouth moves. This is how I speak. Even the river stutters, like I do. I wake up in the morning with the sounds of words all around me. I go to school and tell the class about my favorite place in the world. I talk about the river. And I talk like a river. The end. Well, if you're interested in learning more about how people talk and how they talk differently from each other, you can always come to the Elm City Library. We've got Emma every day, and we have party problems here. And Emma talks with her hands because Emma is deaf, and that means she doesn't hear like I do, and like maybe you do. And this book is by C.L. Reed. We also have Talking Is Not My Thing by Rose Robbins. Now this person doesn't like to talk at all, not with their mouth at least. They like to communicate a different way. But maybe you're like me, and you love to talk, and you like to talk maybe too much. And so you might like Be Quiet by Ryan T. Higgins, about some mice that they just have a lot to say. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's story time. I know I did, but it's about time for me to go to bed, so I'm going to have to say goodbye for now. It was nice to see you all again. Goodbye.